No one was prepared for what happened on that quiet morning at Heartland. The sun had barely risen, the ranch was still waking up, and Amy was lost in her usual routine until she looked up and saw the impossible. A familiar truck, a figure she hadn't seen in years, and a name whispered so softly it nearly broke her heart. Ty Borden was standing there, alive, breathing, real. It wasn't a dream, it wasn't a memory. It was the moment every fan had longed for, and yet feared would never come. His return wasn't just emotional, it was earth-shattering. And Amy? Her heart didn't know whether to break or to heal. Let's dive deep into the most powerful return Heartland has ever seen. Season 19 wastes no time pulling us into Amy's emotional world. The episode opens with a stillness that feels almost unnatural. There's no dialogue, no music, just the rhythm of the ranch in the early morning light. Amy, wrapped in her solitude, moves through the barn like someone half awake. The horses respond to her calm presence, but her eyes are distant, haunted even. The years have passed, but Ty's memory clings to her like morning mist. It's been a long road of grief, of learning to live without him. She's tried her best, for Lindy, for the family, and for herself, but there are moments when the silence screams louder than words. Jack watches her from the porch, concern etched in his weathered face. He's seen her break and rebuild, and though she smiles through most days, he knows the weight she still carries. Lindy plays quietly nearby, unaware of the storm about to shake their world. And then it happens. A truck rolls slowly into the driveway. Amy turns, shielding her eyes from the sunlight, and her entire body stiffens. Jack rises to his feet. The air shifts. The energy tightens. Out of the truck steps Ty. No music, no dramatic sound effects, just breathless silence. Amy freezes. Her eyes lock onto his face, disbelief flooding her like cold water. Ty looks older, tired, but alive. His presence feels like a ghost stepping into reality. For a moment, neither of them moves. Time seems to pause. Then he whispers her name, Amy. And that one word unlocks everything she's buried. Her knees weaken. Jack reaches her just in time, holding her steady as her chest heaves with silent sobs. And in that raw, unspeakable moment, Ty walks toward her, slowly, carefully, like someone unsure if they still have the right to be loved. Amy doesn't speak. Her lips tremble. Her heart is loud enough to fill the silence. When she finally steps forward, it's with hesitation, not certainty. The man she thought she lost forever is right in front of her. Flesh and bone, breath and heart. She walks to him slowly, tears spilling freely now, and wraps her arms around him. It's not passionate. It's not dramatic. It's broken, fragile, real. She's not just holding him. She's holding every memory, every night she cried alone, every time she whispered his name into the darkness. The family watches in quiet shock. No one knows what to say. No one dares to interrupt. Later, Ty explains why he disappeared. After season 14, when we thought we'd lost him, he had been taken in by a private medical research program. Experimental, dangerous, and kept under strict confidentiality. He didn't want to give Amy false hope. He didn't even know if he'd survive. And even when the treatment started working, he wasn't sure he'd ever be the same. Emotionally, mentally, physically. So he stayed away. He stayed away out of love, out of guilt, out of fear. But now he's back, and Amy is left to navigate the impossible. Can she forgive him for leaving? Can she trust that he's really here to stay? And most of all, can she open her heart again without breaking? The emotional foundation has been laid, but the storm is just beginning. The hours that follow Ty's return are a blur of emotions. Shock, joy, confusion, even fear. Amy sits on the edge of her bed, her hands trembling in her lap. She stares at the wall, trying to process what's happened. Downstairs, the house feels heavy with silence. Everyone is walking on eggshells, not wanting to disturb the delicate peace that's just barely holding. Amy isn't angry. Not yet. She's overwhelmed, and that emotion is far more dangerous. Her heart remembers Ty, every smile, every touch, every promise. But her mind remembers the loneliness, the pain of raising Lindy alone, the long nights with no answers. She doesn't know how to feel. Her love for Ty never died, but it also doesn't erase the years of heartbreak. That's what makes it so complicated. Ty stands outside, alone in the barn, brushing the coat of a familiar horse. It's quiet, almost too quiet. His hands move slowly, mechanically, but his eyes are full of emotion. He's returned to the place he once called home, but it doesn't quite feel like home anymore. Not yet. Not until he earns that right again. Jack approaches him, his steps steady and grounded. The old man doesn't say much.